Hello and welcome to Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica, where the big stories live. So basically what we do for you is break down all the entertainment gist that's happened this week, and we analyze them giving our opinions, our research, facts-based opinions as much as we can, obviously. We have bias, but we try. And then also we talk about everything that's been big, that's happened, any life-changing events, and etc., etc. And when I say we, today we have a very special guest. It's actually going to be like girl power stuff going on, which we haven't had on the set for a long time. So I have a special co-anchor with me, Nema Ebele Dike.
Nema Ebele Dike.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, hi girl.
Hi.
Welcome to Tea Time.
Thank you.
I'm glad you and I are going to be doing this together, so I think we'll have a good time. But let's just get acquainted and let the audience to get acquainted with you. Yeah. Tell us your name, obviously tell us your name, but like what you do, how old are you, what you like, your personality, etc.
Okay, so my name is Nema Ebele Dike, as you've heard. I'm 20, I'm going to be 21 October, still a youngie. So I'm a broadcast journalist, budding broadcast journalist. I'm a voiceover artist. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes,
I have
girl.
a hair brand.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to secure the bag. Yeah, that's basically it. And then my free time, I write. So I do a lot of copywriting.
Oh, nice.
Content writing. Yeah.
Okay, what did you study?
Mass communication,
Where?
Redeemers University.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, girl. That's early. Nigerians are finishing school early. 21, that's crazy.
Right.
Well, congratulations. Welcome to Tea Time.
Thank you.
So we have a few topics in store, so let's just get started, shall we?
Yeah.
Alrighty. American basketballer Tristan Thompson has taken legal actions against Instagram model Sydney Chase, who claimed that he slept with her. The NBA star filed a suit on the podcast No Jumper, where Chase made the allegation. And this is not Chase saying, yeah, we got a cease and desist and deleted it. Honestly, I wouldn't have posted it in the first place if I knew it was going to mess up a relationship. Adam John Grand Mason, host of the podcast, told a network. The cease and desist obtained by the same network stated that Chase made numerous false and defamatory statements about Thompson on the podcast. You recklessly allowed Ms. Chase to make outlandish false statements about my clients on the podcast without seeking to verify her claims in any way. The letter continues. This suit is coming a week after Chase had alleged that she had a fling with Thompson. She said she cut him off when she realized that he was in a relationship. This won't be the first time, obviously, that Thompson will be found in an entanglement of drama, because he was cheating on his baby mama, who is Khloe Jenner. Recall in 2018 that Thompson was caught on camera cheating on his then expected girlfriend, Khloe. A video of Tristan Thompson also cheating on reality star Khloe went viral in 2018. And we can't obviously forget, what's her name? Jodie. His girlfriend's younger sister's ex-best friend. Jodie Woods. It gets tangled, but yeah. What do you think?
Well, I mean, there are like series of acts of him cheating before, so like we can't really believe him when he says he wasn't cheating, because like when you have precedents of you cheating, you can't expect us. It gets hard to believe him. So I think he actually cheated. Yeah, I do, because as Eedris says, once a cheater, always a cheater. Like if you have the tendency to cheat, then that means it can happen again. Yeah, you can't tell us that you didn't cheat when you've had precedents. He might actually be right. Like, he might actually be correct that he didn't cheat.
But doesn't mean he's not cheating.
Thank you. And because he has done it before, it makes it hard for us to believe. Yeah. And even for Khloe to believe. Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, the whole cease and desist thing to the podcast was a bit weird. Like, I don't know how I feel about it, because they were like, oh, they didn't make any precedent, whatever. Not everybody's platform is journalist-based, right? Like, if I'm BBC or whatever, then yes, you have the duty to like fact check, even like us on the table. But I think if me and my girls just open like a random podcast on the back of our house or in the bathroom and we're on podcast and we're just having vibes, I really don't think it's my duty to be spitting heavy facts. Do you get what I mean? Like, they brought a model to have a conversation, have banter, and she was like, actually, guys, you know that this guy's actually was in my DMs. I don't know why I will not now upload it, because, like, it's up to you to now come out and say your own podcast or go to your own YouTube or whatever and say, okay, guy, you know, this is what happened. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know the laws against that, or maybe the platform that he was on or whatever, but it just sounded like a bit too dramatic for me. Exactly. I think it's like quite unofficial. Like saying on a podcast and then you now file a suit. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, as in like, is it like you did not text her or like, you know, I want to know. You say.
Or did a fake account like text, in his name text her?
Get, like, you know, you can just come out to say everything was defamation. I mean, if you sue her, I think I'll understand that better. If you sue the girl, like, listen, you're lying about my character. I didn't do any such thing. Prove to me that I did ABC, and then also prove to you that, like, everybody goes through that. I mean, most of these male artists always have like one thing against them. They rape someone or like, and you know, it's very easy if you're innocent to really debunk all of that. Like Justin Bieber had that. Even in here in Nigeria, that Justin guy that does comedy has had that. It was very simple. Oh yeah, we'll see. This person is cacking rubbish. This is my proof. I never knew her. You have 10 days to reply and show your evidence, and obviously the truth will come out. So if you don't have evidence, you do that. But then what's with the podcast guy? Like,
doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like it's a bit dramatic.
Absolutely. And I think I agree with you in that sense that because he's had a precedent, and not just one, like
once, twice,
many
times. These are just the reports.
Many more times.
These are just the reports. I'm sure
he's him with random girls in clubs making out. Like you just need to go on YouTube. Let me not encourage such behavior. Let's leave him alone. But it's out there. It's not even a room or whatever. But just to move the conversation around a bit now, what is your take? Like if you were in a situation like Khloe was, you love this man, you have a child with this man, do you think personally you would forgive him and keep on working on the relationship?
No, I won't. No.
Okay.
No,
why?
No. You can't be in a relationship where the man isn't fully committed to you and you stay there. If it's a one-time thing, okay, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Go to church, pray, give your life to Christ or whatever they do. Do you understand? But this is a series of events. It's been happening. You can't just sit there and fold your arms and say he will change one day. Yeah. You don't do that. I think she should actually walk away.
Yeah, I think if
she deserves better.
I don't think she thinks that though. Obviously, because this is not the first or the second or the third time. I don't think she thinks she deserves better. I think she has seen the situation and has thought this is okay. Like I can deal with it, I guess. And I don't know what I would like to talk to women like that, because I want to know what your thinking process is. I know a lot of people will say things like all men cheat, so let me just stay there, but I think that's a very lazy excuse. I think you know deep down that not all men cheat. You know, girl, you know.
I think it's fear.
Yes, I think the true answer is that you don't have the bravery or the strength to walk away. And you should. Yeah. If you're doing it for your daughter, it doesn't pay off because if anything, you're still gonna scar her. True. No one wants to have a relationship, and kids can tell that daddy is not committed to mommy. Like, if anything, I think it's more powerful to see that, when you ask where daddy is and he says, he was bad to us, and you're teaching her, like, you're not going to settle for less in terms of your standard and how you want to be appreciated. So,
and I also think there should be, like, reorientation for the society, because I feel like when a woman is single with a child, there's this stigma. So like most women would prefer to be in a marriage where they are not happy, where the man is not fully committed to them, where he's cheating and doing all sorts of shenanigans, than to walk away because of that stigma. You look at a woman that has a child and she doesn't have a husband backing her up, and you're just like, oh, what happened? Was it?
Was she
holding her around?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Who's gonna
But men have like 3 baby mamas and like 4 children.
Hooray, please bring more.
And it's not a problem. Now add on top of it that he has small money, especially in Nigeria. It's like having money is like a getaway card for being a scumbag. So then, but he has money, so everything is fine. But even if the girl has money and she has 1 baby mom,
that stigma is still there,
bro. Like, we need to change that, please. But anyway, let's leave that drama and come to Nigeria for a bit. Nigerian veteran rapper Eedris Abdulkareem has reignited his age-long feud with reggae dancehall king Timaya. The music star slammed Timaya via his Instagram page on Tuesday, May 4th of 2021, while reacting to comments made by his fans. He called out Timaya for disrespecting him, and he quoted and said, "An ingrate is an ingrate, ignore him." That was the caption of his post. This is coming 4 years after the two had a messy fight on social media. It will be recalled that in 2017, Timaya called Eedris a dirty Igbo smoker. The plantain seller music star slammed Eedris for not recognizing him when he was his backup artist. He talks about how he used his own money to pay for his transportation to perform with him back in the days. This was in retaliation for the comments credited to Eedris during an interview. While granting an interview with Goldmine TV in September of 2021, Eedris Abdulkareem lashed out at some of the musicians, including D'banj, Two-Face, Timaya, and Davido, and he called them an ingrates for not going back to their roots. Very dramatic guy.
Pathetic. Back and forth. Since 2017, they've been having this back and forth argument and lashing out on social media. Just ridiculous. I don't
You're too grown for this, guys. You're too grown for this. Too grown. But I don't want to say guys. I think for me, the culprit here is Eedris. Eedris has been on some kind of wavelength lately, and it would be hard for me to be convinced otherwise that this particular post wasn't for clout. I think he realized that he was getting a lot more relevant when he had that fight. Oh, I wish if Oshoke was around now to help me with the name, but he was in battle with someone that they even reported the guy's page on Instagram because he released Eedris' number on Twitter during the fight that Eedris was asking him for money and then blackmailing him because he didn't give him the money. Festus Keyamo, yes. Okay. There's a beef between them, and the Festus was one that went on Twitter and then released the numbers and everything, and everybody went crazy that why would you release Eedris' number, which is obviously it's bad. Like you're invading privacy, exactly, invading his privacy and everything. So I think he maybe for a long time, I don't know when last he's had that, but I think the rush of love or whatever, it kind of got into his head, and now he wants to continue to play victim or whatever, because the post he posted and tagged it, said, Timaya is an ingrate, always an ingrate, whatever. The guy was basically saying how that Timaya, this fan was saying Timaya is so rude, and that all of a sudden people have forgotten how Timaya used to live in his house, and him and his wife will come and eat Eedris' food and blah, blah, blah.
That's not necessary. Sharing that story is not necessary. As you said, he's just chasing clout.
He is just chasing
He just
clout.
needs the attention.
Absolutely. To be honest, if he doesn't do this, how would he make it to tea time? To be very honest, it's not your music. It's not your music star. It's not do you know what I mean?
You're so savage.
It's obviously for clout. You need to grow up and act better. I even feel like there's even ways that you can demand for clout that's a lot more tasteful. This is very immature. Yeah, this is very immature, but I don't know what your take is.
It's actually mature. I don't even, this is just ridiculous. It's pathetic.
But what about the tribalistic statement though from Timaya? The dirty Igbo smoker. That's a bit
yeah, that's a bit deep.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Yeah, he went too far.
Oh, I think he actually said Igbo, not Igbo.
Oh.
Okay, we take that back.
Okay.
We take that back. Still, it's not an insult. Why are you guys insulting each other? I don't know. It just seems like he has that kind of personality that causes trouble. There's some people like that, even when they don't intend to. Yeah. It's just very chaotic, and they're very uncouth with the way that
very loud. They say things anyhow, just
basically. But are we picking a side on this feud?
It's ridiculous.
The whole thing.
That's our side. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is our side. Okay, let's go on a quick music break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.